Saturday night.
Time for your weekly dose of pop culture
With Cassie and Kenny. Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Hey, welcome.
Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday. How is
Happy-
everybody doing this great Saturday?
It
I'm sorry, I'm
is-
moving around because for some reason I have 6 lights on me and none of them seem to be lighting me up. I'm sweating. I'm hot. Oh, see, now it's lighting me up. I'm sweating. I'm hot. And I have a whole bunch of lights on me. Why? I don't know. He's on third.
First base. Well, good evening, everyone. It is Kathy and Kenny explaining pop culture every Saturday night. We have been just coming together, talking about various aspects of pop culture and having fun in our brother and sisterly way. And I guess we started doing it in 2020, kept through 2021. It's 2022, and now it's our thing. So
Yeah,
I think now we're in so deep, I don't think we can stop.
No, I don't think we can stop. And it's so much fun because I tell people I do this with my sister every Saturday. Oh, you guys must be so close. I can't stand her. I can't stand her. Oh my God.
It'd pop you in the face. Negative Ghost Rider, the pattern is full. No, again, I think we've always been kind of connected through pop culture. So this is just our way of kind of keeping it going, keeping it flowing. So it's been fun. And it's been kind of cool because, usually as we hang out Saturday night, we're starting to see some of the same faces.
Yes.
Not a Saturday night unless you see Scooby Life hanging out.
Hey, Scooby Life.
Also, Steve. Happy Saturday. Happy Earth Day. We're like a day late, but we're still talking to Earth Day. And hopefully our brother from another mother and father, Ed Brown, usually joins us from time to time. I'm sorry, Ed Diehard Brown. I need to get his name right because, otherwise I am not, again, being faithful to our pop culture kids.
Definitely a brother from another mother because our parents like him better than me.
That's true. Yeah, because Ed makes more sense than you on more than one occasion. I need to know. We need to figure out. Well, I need to figure out a couple of things. I need to understand how Discord works. And my friend Keely does Discord for creators. So I need to dive into some of her content so that we can maybe get a D&D, a true pop culture kids D&D game going.
Yes.
I had so much fun with George
too.
explaining D&D.
And my friend Matt wants in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I always tell you about my friends Matt and Sophie that I hang out with all the time.
Right.
Matt, one time George and I were going over to Matt and Sophie's house to get something, and Matt was trying to teach his kids D&D. He was playing with his kids.
Mm-hmm.
So he was playing with kids and one of the neighbors' kids, and they were all sitting around playing D&D. So George started talking and everything else, and I was over there. I forgot. After we
you
did
got
that,
to link him up with that adventuring portal.
Yeah, and I was over there, and Matt's like, "Oh yeah, I'll play D&D." Oh, it was Easter. Easter Sunday. I was over there.
Okay.
Matt and Sophie always invite me to their family functions. They're great. They're great people, and they know my family's always down in North Carolina, so they always invite me to their family functions. And when their family has Christmas and Thanksgiving and Easter, they invite me over all the time. And so I went over there and I said, "Hey Matt, I played D&D for the first time, and I loved it." Because Kathy was trying to save people, and I was like, "Kill him, kill him, kill him."
Well, my character, that was part of my character's mission. If that's part of my character, like I want to be on the quest and I want to succeed and do the right thing, but I want to lead people.
My character was more of a rogue. He was sneaky. and he was conniving, and he kills everybody.
See, that wasn't my character. My character was much nicer than
Your
that. Oh,
character,
that
your
was you.
character almost got us killed. I'm just saying. If I wasn't hiding in the bushes and came out with my bow and arrow, we'd have been dead.
But I like the idea of being able to use magic to kind of to kind of persuade or coerce people as
It wasn't
opposed to
helping you.
just killing them.
You didn't roll high enough. I kill at sight.
Well, see the role thing, and that's the part that's again because like if it's a fantasy game that's kind of based on kind of decision making, but then if your
If you don't
ultimate
roll it,
fate
yeah.
is left to the roll of the die,
Yeah.
that like what's the fun in that?
But isn't that close to real life? You win some, you lose some.
And then you get eaten by an org. I don't know.
Hey, you know.
That is, I guess, what life.
In my case, the orgs are women who just totally devour me and spit me out.
Okay. That's just that is a sound effect. I don't even have a sound effect for that.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, that's it.
That's sound effect.
That is a very sad trombone.
Yeah, very sad, very sad.
So I guess Steve is saying percentages. So
it's all percentages. Dungeons and Dragons.
now, so and again, and that's why we are going to have another round of D&D and have George come back, or either figure out a way to do a game in a Discord where we can meet every 2 weeks or so.
Yeah, George is down. George is down to be our dungeon master.
Oh, sweet!
He's all about it. He's all about it.
Because again, I'd like to see how the characters can like develop in these challenges. But what I wonder is what happens if your character is killed or overcome, or how do you continue playing? Because there are people who've played for like years.
I know. Hey, Steve, if we do this, are you down? You in?
People, who have
you too, Scooby Life. If you want to be down, I don't know if you like Dungeons and Dragons, but yeah, we would like the most, Yeah, we'll start all over, Steve. We'll start all over.
Does that mean I have to do a new character?
Yeah.
Or I could still, but I still want to be a wizard or a witch, or like I want to be able to cast spells.
I will name my character Nigel Cummings.
What's with this Nigel thing?
I like Nigel. I wish my name was Nigel.
Okay, well,
I might change my name tonight. My performance name might be Nigel.
Nigel.
Oh, you know what? I was at an open mic last night.
Okay.
And I met a guy named Langston.
Oh.
And I said, "Oh, like Langston Hughes." He goes, "Yeah, that's who I was named after." I'm like, "Oh, sweet. How you doing, man?"
Your new best friend.
Yeah.
Did you tell him that was the name of your dog?
No, I did not tell him that was the name of my dog. I didn't.
I'm just saying. Because you did in fact have a dog named Langston.
I did have a dog named Langston. Yes, I named it after Langston Hughes. In the old days, we had to work up to become wizard.
Oh, really?
Really?
So
I guess the old days.
This is 2022.
Yeah, these are the new days.
We can buy a wizard ship on the internet easily.
Yeah,
just like you get to be like, just like folks can go online and get to, officiate a wedding.
Yeah. I would like to do that and officiate somebody's wedding. I think I'd be good at that.
Really?
Yes.
You would want that responsibility?
Do you have this woman to be your lawfully wedded wife in sickness and health?
Who is going to let you do their ceremony? Really? I mean, let's think about this.
Do you have this man to be your lawfully wedded husband till death do you part in sickness and health?
Is that a service that you're going to be offering now?
Yeah, I very well may. I very well may. That and maybe I'll get a so I could be a notary too. So I can marry you and notarize your license, your marriage license at the same time.
Just a one-stop shop. Are you going to do tire changes and I mean oil changes and tire
No, no, no,
rotations
no, no, no,
too?
no. No, that's manual labor. I don't do manual labor. Mm, That's on
Mm,
the other side of the wall there. Okay,
okay.
you're doing too much talking. You're doing too much.
You're
That's
doing too much.
you're doing too much. That's manual labor. Okay, so hey, Rick Moore is in the house.
God
God
forbid.
forbid, yes.
Exactly.
Rick
That Kitty
Moore.
officiates any
You know who Rick Moore is? Rick Moore
Rick Moore.
was my bass player in Straight Truth
Oh,
in one of
awesome.
my bands. Yes, he's my bass player. And Rick, I have we got to sit and talk because I have so many things going on with the label right now that I think you would love the experience of creating. Um, but in any event, though, yeah. So thanks for joining us, Rick. But yeah, so today we're going to talk about Earth Day. Earth Day was actually yesterday. Yesterday was Earth Day, and what the spin I decided to put on this was I have a couple of celebrities who did some things on Earth Day, and I want to be able to tell you what these celebrities did on Earth Day. And we're going to talk about Earth Day and what certain celebrities did. I have another board up here that I didn't copy to Kathy, but I have some tweets that people sent out and everything. So we're going to tell you all about Earth Day. Okay.
Okay.
Um,
And I know and again because we talk pop culture and even though to me Earth Day isn't I, I I don't know. I think sometimes when you think pop culture, you think of things that are just kind of like just kind of lighthearted and flippant and fun. But I think this focus for the last, I guess, has it been really 50 years or so
well, yeah,
on
something like
Earth
that.
and on our resources, and isn't something to just be considered like flippant and fun, but because people who have platforms in pop culture are able to talk about these things, I
Yes,
think it helps to raise awareness at
yes,
least so that
yes.
more people are kind of aware. I don't know, you probably didn't see the document I sent you where I just was looking at a couple movies that kind of highlighted,
I did
I guess,
not get.
our relationship
I,
to Earth.
I was out all day and I did
Oh,
not get to
okay.
see that.
All right, because you didn't share anything. I didn't see where you shared anything with me, but I could have missed it because I
I did
haven't
share
checked my
something with you.
mail. Huh?
I did share something with you. Yes, I did.
You did? I
Mm-hmm.
totally missed it. I hope I didn't delete it by accident. Because I was helping out um, our mother at a retreat thing where they were doing technology, and she asked me to come in case people had questions or I could do some help with it hands on. So I was I was kind of busy in my own way today.
What
So I probably missed
was it
what you shared with me.
was there refreshments served at this thing?
Um, they actually did have refreshments, but I don't even think we ate refreshments. So
No, no.
no,
You didn't party up a little bit. You know, just
no,
woo. No.
it
Okay.
was at a church.
Oh, okay. Well, there's the sacramental wine. There's, you know.
Uh, uh, okay, all right. So Scooby Life will watch the D&D, but she wouldn't be able to play
Consistently. Okay.
consistently. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So Earth Day is an annual event on April the 22nd to demonstrate the support for environmental protection. First held in April 22nd, 1970. So Earth Day is now 52 years old. It now includes a wide range of events coordinated globally by EarthDay.org, formerly Earth Day Network, including 1 billion people um, in more than 193 countries. The official theme for Earth Day 2022 was invest in our planet.
Hmm. I don't know. A part of me kind of thinks it's not funny, but I know usually the refrain is, save the earth and protect the planet, and I get it. But really, isn't shouldn't it be save ourselves? Because really, the earth probably is going to be here. Now, whether we'll
Well,
be here,
yeah.
that's
Well,
another story because
I
we,
was,
we
I
will
was.
have used up all the resources. But I think the planet
Look,
will
I
go on.
was, I was doing save ourselves when we played D&D last week, but you were trying to help people. Okay, you could have got us killed on D&D,
I'm just trying to
helping
see a
people
bigger
out.
picture.
I
I'm
was
just
saving ourselves.
all right.
So yeah, I see what you're saying though, because the Earth is going to be here regardless, unless it gets hit with a big meteor and totally gets destroyed, like that movie on Netflix.
Yeah.
Um,
And that was one of the movies, Don't Look Up, I was
yeah,
thinking
don't look up.
was,
Yeah,
kind of a heavy-handed,
yeah,
save our planet kind of message.
yeah.
Um, I know there was another movie
I
with,
like that. I like that everybody died at the end. That was good.
um,
I'm,
there was another movie called The Day the Earth Stood Still. Did you see that with
no, I
Keanu
didn't. I didn't.
Reeves?
I didn't see that one.
With Jennifer Gardner and oh God, what's Will Smith's son? I can't think of his name.
What is that Week's name? Um, Jaden, Jaden,
Jaden, I think it's
Jaden.
Jaden's.
That's something named Jaden.
But The Day the Earth Stood Still was kind of like and I think sci-fi too kind of
Yeah.
lends itself to telling stories about saving the planet and saving
Well,
the
I mean,
earth.
yeah, because those movies about saving the planet and being good to the planet, those devastating movies, kind of like, what was that movie 2012?
Was it 2012?
Yeah, is that the when the Earth was supposed to be destroyed in 2012, and they did a movie about it?
Yeah, it probably was.
Yeah, yeah. And Armageddon, of course, I loved Armageddon.
That was the one with John Cusack. I should know all my John Cusack
No,
movies
2012 was the one with John Cusack. Armageddon was the one with Ben Affleck and Bruce Willis, who was the star of Die Hard.
we have such
Thank you very much. I was able to get that in there. Thank you very much.
such interesting themes, but it was so interesting. Like 2012, which came out in I think 2009, but and again, so they were only looking like 3 years into the future. Oh,
2012 came and nothing happened.
and nothing happened.
Ed
Well,
Brown
that's
is in
the
the
same
house.
thing with 2020. I'm sorry, 2020. The year 2000, when everyone thought, because we were going from the 19th or the 20th century, or 1999, that computers would stop working, people couldn't get money out of AT&T, ATMs. Remember when ATMs used to be called Mac machines?
I still call them Mac. I still call them Mac machine.
Or I think that was like a local thing. Maybe that was just a
No,
Philadelphia
that
thing.
was a world thing. Mac machine is a Mac machine.
No, I think in
It's a
other
Mac
parts of the
machine.
other parts of
It's a
um
Mac.
the
It's a Mac.
country, they were calling it
I
ATM. You know why?
I still say
Because
Tap Mac.
no, Tap Mac.
I
Ed and
still
Steve, they're
say
so
I have to
funny.
go Tap Mac.
You know what? The movie, and I know this is we're sidetracking, but in the movie Ghosts, for some reason, I remember them referring it to um, the cash machine, I think, as a money access machine or Mac machine, which I thought was odd because it was set in New York. And at the time I was living in New York and they did not use the term Mac. To me, that seemed
Well,
very local to Philadelphia, and they were calling them ATMs.
well, right now we have Scooby Life at the bottom. She says she's never heard of that. Scooby Life, what part of the country are you in?
Um, oh, see, yes, Steve says I still tap Mac.
Yeah. Well,
And
she's from
see,
around here.
again, that's like
I want to
Hero
know.
Hoagie. I think that might be I think that's a Philly thing,
Yeah,
really.
yeah. Scooby Life, are you on the West Coast or the Midwest or what? Where are you? Southern California.
Southern California. Okay.
It never
So
rains in Southern California. It never rains in Southern.
no sing.
I used to live in San Diego, so I know.
Yeah, see, Ed has heard of Mac. So that's probably one of those Philly things. It's like water, like the Schuylkill, like I don't know,
So
hoagies and
that's
tasty
why
cakes. It's stuff
that's
that only folks from Philly might get.
that's why when I lived in California and when I lived in San Diego and I said I gotta go tap Mac, they looked at me like, "Who the hell is Mac?
Yeah, who's Mac?
And
Before
and
Mac,
why are you tapping him?
there
I didn't
was
know you went that way."
George Machine for Gerard Bank, I believe.
I don't remember that. Now that's
I
something I don't know.
no, George, that does sound familiar.
No, that don't sound familiar to me.
It sounds familiar to me. Um,
It rarely rains in San Diego. Yes, it did. I think it rained like once, and I slept through the only earthquake when I was out there that happened. I was only out
you
there
know
for 4
what?
or 5 months. I slept through the only earthquake.
When I spent the summer in California too, I slept through the earthquake as well. And I was kind of mad because you want the full California experience. If
Yeah,
there's going to be an earthquake, I want to feel it.
I know. You know what? The next time they think it's going to be an earthquake, we have to fly to Cali. Just
Thank
to,
you.
we
No.
have, we have places to stay if we go. I
Oh
got
yeah.
people in Cali.
We got people. We
We
got
got
people.
people in Cali, so we got places to stay. My buddy Sid brags all the time. I got a 5-bedroom house, man. When you coming out? I'm like, okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's in the music business, and
Uh,
he calls me on the coldest day of the year and lets me know he's barbecuing. To which
with friends like that.
to which I curse him out and hang up. Like I don't need to hear this, man. I don't need to hear this. Then he
Not be
tells me
with him.
then he tells me stories about the celebrities he meets.
Mm.
I still don't need to hear this. He was at a party one time and he met Alicia Keys, and he said and
Wow.
he was telling me about the party because he met her. Like I think at the party, somebody tapped him on the shoulder. And goes, "Do you know who's next on the list?" And to perform because he was at a Grammy at the party, and he goes, and he looked at his list. He says, "Yeah, John Legend." And the guy goes, "Oh man, I better get back there then." And he looked up and it was John Legend. And
Wow.
then and then at the end of the night, if he goes, but he goes to me, I had to leave at like 3 o'clock though. I had to leave. I said, "Why'd you have to leave?" Because I met Alicia Keys. I told her I'm her biggest fan, and she gave me a kiss on the cheek. I said, "My night's not going to get any better than this. I might as well go home." I got a kiss on the cheek by Alicia Keys. I might as well go home. That's his story. Um,
So
earthquakes
you think
always happen.
you're going to go out there and meet all these celebrities?
No, I'm not. I'm not because I'm like Charlie Brown. I'm not going to have the good luck. I think I might meet celebrities, but if I go out there, I'm like Charlie Brown as Lucy pulls that ball away from him just as he's about to kick. That's my luck.
But you were KP.
I am KP though. I am KP. But Scooby Life says earthquakes always happen in the middle of the night, and that's what it happened when I was sleeping in the middle of the night, and I woke up the next day and everybody was talking about the earthquake, and I'm like, I slept through that.
I know that the same thing happened, I guess, after I graduated from college when I spent the summer in Whittier, actually, California,
Yeah,
outside of LA, with Uncle Lathy and our cousins,
yeah.
um, Kari and Fanta. and and yeah,
I
big
got to talk.
earthquake. I missed it.
I got to talk to Kyrie. I talk to him like every month. I got to talk to him. Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell our pop culture kids how they can buy a coffee and support us? And then when we come back, I can tell you what certain celebrities did for Earth Day yesterday.
Okay, so we'll be talking more Earth Day right after these announcements. Again, it's Kathy and Kenny. We explain pop culture every Saturday night. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We appreciate you being here. Join us, support us at buymeacoffee.com/KWalk Comedy. Also know that you can subscribe to the YouTube channel here on YouTube. I know some of you are watching on Facebook, but if you can make it over to YouTube and subscribe, just so that we can keep the fun going, hanging out with you on Saturday night, whether it's music, movies, whatever that we're talking about. We appreciate you so much for coming and hanging out and for all the support. And thank you again for those of you who support Kenny as he ventures into his label, Words Out Production.
Here at Words Out Productions, we are a spoken word neo soul label. We have some fabulous artists, and we would love for you to be a part of our family. We have a studio that you can also use, even if you're not part of our family. Our studio is right over here. We're going to show it to you. We have a great engineer, and we have some great people working with us. So we have an open mic the third Monday of the month. And the studio we're about to show you, you can win 3 hours free studio time in our studio if you come to our competition-style open mic and perform. And we have judges. The winner gets 3 hours free studio time. So come check this out, man. Actually,
right.
actually, too, we are changing that third Monday to the third Thursday, and we're not coming back until July, and we're going to do the third Thursday.
Okay.
Third
So you
Thursday.
got to do a new promo reel then.
Yeah, we have to do a new promo reel. Um, but that engineer in there, that was Tensai. Um, excuse me, a young gentleman we call Tensai. His real name is Tyler, but we call him Tensai, and he is a fantastic engineer. He makes great music, great beats. He's a great poet and a really good rapper. Um, and we sat and we created a song not last week, but the week before last. We created a song, and I think I found the perfect person to sing it last night at the open mic I was at. And tomorrow I will be in Stockton University at the poetry festival. I'll be a feature at the poetry festival at Stockton University tomorrow, Atlantic
Sweet.
City poetry thing. So, but that being
Snap.
said, enough about me. Let's talk about some celebrities and how they celebrated Earth Day. Greta Thornberg, um, Thunberg, um, Thornberg rather, she tweeted, "This is not a happy Earth Day. It never has been." Hashtag Earth Day has turned into an opportunity for people in power to post their love, quote unquote, for the planet, while at the same time destroying it at maximum speed. So
Clap back,
Gre-
Greta.
you know what? I love Greta. She is a young kid on a mission, and she speaks her mind. And I love Greta. Like you cannot love Greta. Come on. Um, Jared Leto uploaded photos of him hugging a tree. That was his way of celebrating. He was hugging a tree, and he uploaded that photo. Jared Leto. And every time I hear Jared Leto's
Okay,
voice,
I'm going to hold back my comments.
I'm going to say my comments because The only thing I can think of is like when he was in the movie and he was
What
the
movie?
Joker.
Oh,
The
the
movie
Joker.
he was a Joker in. He gave
Was that
weird
Suicide Squad?
Suicide Squad. Yeah, he gave weird gifts to everybody, and he was very weird. And like Will Smith said, like I don't know Jared Leto because he never talked to us. He just gave us weird gifts and acted distant because he was in character.
Oh, you
That's
know,
pretty much.
he's one of those method actors. That's
Yeah,
like,
yeah. You know what?
oh,
Yeah,
what's his name? Christian Bale or
yeah,
no, the guy who played Lincoln,
yeah. But okay,
Daniel Day-Lewis.
I'm gonna say this, Jared.
You have to call me Mr. Lincoln.
Yeah, Jared, you're doing too much. You're doing too much. Really, you're doing too much. Just way too much.
I don't know, and
Kamala.
I don't know because I feel like some people, y- y- um, walk your walk, and I mean, we're all such like creatures of our comforts, and we know it. So you know what? Be true to who you are, and don't just say, "Oh, it's Earth Day," so oh, I'm going to recycle today, or it's
Yeah,
oh, it's
I'm
Black
gonna.
History
I'm,
Month.
I'm,
Where's my
I'm
kente cloth?
yeah, yeah.
Just
I'm
be
gonna.
true to who you are. Um,
Look, it's
and I
Black History
know,
Month. It's Black History Month every day for me because I always wear my Black Lives Matter hat and my shirts all the time. I came down to North Carolina with my Black Lives Matter shirt. My parents were like, "What? Do you know North Carolina is an open carry state with KKK members?" I don't care. I'm Kenny Walker. But yeah, so you got to walk the walk all the time. Kamala Harris announced the new White House initiatives towards investing in electronic buses for schools, and there's going to be some other updates about that too coming along.
and
So they're
And
trying to do that.
I have been toying around with this because, again, prior to my Prius, I actually had a Saturn and I had a hybrid, um, and now I have my Prius hybrid. But right now, I've been looking at the Ford F 150
Okay,
electric truck,
so you
and I'm
trying to
not
get a
like really a truck person,
no,
although
you're
I
not.
could be a truck person.
You could be. You live in the country.
I you know, I mean, down here, please, I would totally fit in if I had a big old truck. Now, an electric truck, but and then well, at one point I was really kind of researching and looking at Teslas, but then I don't know, I just kind of heard a couple of reports and some things that didn't square just with my kind of beliefs about some of the things the companies were doing with some of the employees. So I'm like, all right, I'm off my
You can
Tesla binge, but
you can get you know how they
but I
have
want an electric car, and part of it was because, well, we put solar panels on the house, and which is a I think a nice thing and a good thing, and it actually. But the one thing we didn't get was a generator, which I eventually want to get a generator so that if the power does go out, we can um still function, still do the stream.
uh,
But the solar panels are great because with the electricity, or with the amount we bring in, we're able to reduce our electric bill and actually pay back.
hey,
Also,
look who's in
to
the
where
house.
we live, you actually have to pay to recycle, which seems crazy.
Look
I'm
who's in the
sorry, go
house.
ahead.
Natalie Kelly's in the house.
Oh, Nelly Kelly's in the house.
Natalie Kelly's in the house. She said
I
she's gonna
know.
get a truck.
I
Now
I I wouldn't think of myself as truck people, but an electric truck. Because
now
see,
I
to
want
me,
to ask a question.
trucks and those big SUVs, it just seems so like, ugh. And then the gas and stuff, and I'm like, ugh.
I
But
want to
if it's
ask a
an
question.
electric,
I want to
mhm.
ask a question because you live in the South. If you get a truck, do you have to hang a Confederate flag and a Trump sign on it, or do you just no?
You know what? Why are you
That's
even
not,
going there? Next
I'm
thing you know, I'm gonna have those metal things dangling from the no.
no,
Again,
okay. I'm just asking. You in the South, you
but
get a truck.
have you seen these EVs or these electric vehicles? I haven't test driven one of them, but a lot of times it looks. I mean, to me, they look almost kind of like something out of like Star Trek
You
or
know
something
what? You know
because
what?
they got those
You
big
should you should
uh,
test
uh,
drive one. You should test
eh,
drive one and tell
mhm.
us about the test drive next week.
I should go out and try to test
Yes,
drive.
yes. Because half of pop culture is people want to see what we do in our regular lives. So you test drive one and then videotape yourself test driving it and then show us the video and tell us how it is.
So that is my challenge. I don't know if I'm
That's your
gonna have
challenge.
time. This is a busy week this week.
Yeah, really?
There's some
Okay.
testing we're doing, but if I can arrange uh, a EV test drive, I will take my camera
If
or my
not,
phone or
if
something.
not, if not, well, that's just a segment of next week because we'll have something else to talk about next week.
Yeah. So what
But
what what do you drive in Scooby Life? Because she's got a hybrid too. Hey, Natalie
okay,
Kelly. Um, let's see. I'm just catching up. Oh, and a gun rack. If
and a
I
gun
if I
rack.
have a truck in the South, I
Yeah,
would need to
yeah,
go
yeah. Rick says you need a gun
get
rack.
a Rivia. Are they even out? Watch Kingway with Ewan McGregor series. So good. I actually saw something online where they were doing an EV DeLorean.
A BMX X5. What is that? I'm not good with cars. I'm not a
Uh,
car person.
but did
I
you hear
get
me,
in, I
Kenny?
drive. What?
I said I saw something online saying that they were going to do an electric vehicle, an EV, that was a DeLorean. How cool would that be?
That
Like
would
Back
be
to the
cool.
Future?
Can we travel in it to the future?
Only if you go 88 miles per hour, but how
But
cool would it be to have an electric DeLorean?
that would be so. That would be so cool. That would be cool.
BMW XS. So I know I mean we have several car dealerships here. I don't know if any of them have an electric vehicle. There is a Ford dealership, so maybe I need to go there to see if I can test drive this Ford F-150. And listen to me, I'm talking like I can actually physically get up in the truck. Probably. I excuse me,
I
can I have
might
a
see.
step ladder to get
I might,
into
I
my
might, I
car,
might, I
please?
might call. I might call and see if I could test drive an electric vehicle. I just bought a Kia Soul, so I'm not in the market, but I might want to see if I could test drive one.
You brought a hamster car? That's the car with the little hamsters driving around?
Okay, so Leonardo DiCaprio for Earth Day.
Oh, sorry. That's mean. I'm
It's,
sorry. Go ahead.
it's also a stick shift. Okay,
A st- hello, uh, uh, hello. It's 2022. Yeah, yeah. Kenny. Yeah. Stick shift. Why?
because uh, because look, if I got a stick shift, I don't have to worry about nobody stealing it because these young kids can't drive it. And
Oh my
I
gosh.
don't have to worry about my kids who drive borrowing my car because they can't drive it. There was
Lord have
thinking
mercy.
done. There was thinking done.
Let's get to the
Just,
real heart
just, just,
of who
just
you are and the fact
Justine
that
helped me buy it.
that
Justine
the
helped me
stick
buy it.
shift was probably a couple $1,000s cheaper.
Okay, we're not talking about that. Leonardo DiCaprio, who has a long time been one of Hollywood's most active in the area of emotional activism, shared a program by the UN meant to inspire individual actions against climate crisis. His social media is also exclusively used for other environmental initiatives he is pursuing. So that's what he did yesterday. He talked to the UN yesterday. Rosario Dawson, who happens to be, she doesn't know it yet, but my future wife. Urge
And
her
you might want to
followers.
learn how to say her name right. But okay.
Rosario Dawson.
Okay.
Rosario
Go
Dawson.
ahead.
Look,
Rosario Dawson.
when she gets with me, I only have to call her baby. I have to know her name. Hey, baby.
All right. Move on.
She urged her followers to donate to the Nature Conservancy, a nonprofit with the goals of reducing greenhouse gas emissions and preserving natural resources in a variety of different initiatives. So that's what some of our celebrities were doing for Earth Day to help with Earth Day. There's there was one Justin Bieber's wife
Hmm.
and um, post a bunch of pictures of her and Justin Bieber walking in nature. I don't care about that. I don't like Justin Bieber like that. I really don't. It was just an article that I found. I don't like Justin Bieber needs to be smacked.
I,
He's not even that talented. He's in
I,
my
I
Taylor
I
Swift
feel
list.
for him having this celebrity at a young age, so he
Yeah, he's
hasn't been allowed to develop and grow.
he's
In
in my Taylor Swift list. We don't need him.
and then we're not Tay Tay bashing tonight, so let
Okay.
that go.
Tay Tay. Whoa.
We are not Tay Tay bashing tonight. All right.
Tay
Um,
Tay Tay Tay, the ultimate victim. Ooh. Okay.
you know what?
She's everybody's victim. Everybody's done her wrong. She's Tay
Okay,
Tay.
bringing it back to Earth Day. Um, and again, we talked about a couple of movies. There was two other movies I wanted to also mention that kind of again addressing I guess issues of Earth and but doing it in a subtle way. There was the Jerry Seinfeld animated movie,
Yeah.
BEE movie, as well as Avatar. Also, again, movies that kind of give a commentary on, again, our treatment of our resources and of our planet. And
Yes. Yes. Yes.
as pop culture can do. Another movie I think makes a commentary, whether it's good or bad, is Idiocracy.
I never see that
And
one. I never see that one.
you have got to watch Idiocracy. I'm
Really?
telling you, I, it's a comedy, but when I watched it, I, it felt like a little bit of a horror story that this
Really?
is something that could happen.
Idiocracy. Now let me.
Idiocracy, with I was about to say Owen Wilson, but it was the other Wilson, Luke Wilson, and Maya Rudolph. It's worth a check out. It is worth a check out. So and Dax Shepard is in it as well. And like I said, it's a comedy. It's on the silly side, but the premise of it was really kind of disturbing. That the movie starts off with just this idea of kind of like our culture kind of just dumbing down because actually the smart people were marrying and pairing off but working and doing their smart people things and not procreating, and then the folks who you know maybe of lesser intelligence were just procreating to the point where we get to a culture and a civilization of basically idiots, and we stop taking care of ourselves, the planet, and all of our resources.
Okay.
All
Well,
right.
let me look at a
You know
couple
what?
of
Let's
comments
let's
here.
go back to the comments because
Yeah.
we've got some comments here we missed.
Rick
So let's
says.
see.
Rick says
Uh
Kathy.
I'm sorry.
Chicks are fun.
I'm sorry. What?
Rick says. Oh, what? How
Oh
far?
wait, I'm way behind, so I'm going back. Oh, because I still gotta get up in the truck. So I gotta get the fold down. Says, okay, Long Way Up series with Ewan McGregor, and I love me some Ewan McGregor. Oh, that movie with him and uh Scarlett Johansson, The Island. Oh, that's
Never
good.
seen that one either.
You've never seen The Island? Oh,
Keep it
come
moving.
on.
Keep it moving. Keep it moving.
Okay, keep it moving. All right. I saw a real life Rivian driving around in our harbor 3 weeks ago. Now, and I thought they were having trouble getting those out, and that maybe that was something I saw on a YouTube channel, but I wonder because, and I know they only have dealerships in certain places, probably not here down in Statesville, North Carolina, but
Yeah.
I got to find a place I can do a. I might have to go to Winston or Charlotte to actually drive an EV, an electric vehicle. Stick shifts are on the comeback? Really? Ugh.
I feel like I'm Vin Diesel
To
and
me,
Fast
that
and
is
Furious.
too much work because you need to use both feet, and then there's
Yes, I love
th-
it. They're still fun to drive. Yes, they are, Rick. I love my stick shift.
that. No way. I don't even like the
And when
fact
and
that
before and,
it's not a stick shift, but
and
even just
before
driving the bus that I don't
before
have
I
like
before I
power
got it
steering.
before I got it, a really hot chick told me, "Ooh, stick shifts are hot." That kind of sealed the deal for me.
Anyway, wake up. Let's see. Day after tomorrow. Yeah, day after tomorrow had a message as
Hold up,
well. Was that the
you
one with
missed.
Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yeah, I think so, but you missed Steve Johnson's. I don't remember.
Uh, oh, I don't remember such extreme weather back in the 70s and 80s like we have today.
And
You know what
he's
that
right.
is?
He's right. He's right.
Mm. So evidently, what we're doing, we're doing it wrong. We're like Michael Keaton in the car line.
Yeah. The car line
We're doing it wrong,
what is that? What's that?
Mr. Mom.
Mr. Mom. Yeah, Mr. Mom. You're doing it wrong.
Dude, are you aging on me? You're getting old. You're doing it wrong. North to drop off, south to pick up. Day after tomorrow, yeah. Randy Marion has 2022 electric Ford. Ooh, okay. So and Natalie is doing all the way from Idaho doing the North Carolina callbacks because there is a Randy Marion dealership here in North Carolina. So
Yeah,
I
this
might
is
have
like
to swing by
this
and
this is like
mhm,
that commercial where the guy tries to teach the people, the old people who have houses, the young people who have houses, not to be like their parents. And
right.
it
Oh,
says that one like nobody knows who that is. Nobody.
well, no, anybody tuning in from North Carolina or at least the Statesville
Yeah,
area would
out
know
of the
Randy Marion.
out of North Carolina, nobody knows who that is. I'm sorry, Natalie.
Oh, okay. So
I
Ed
love
Brown is
you,
saying
Natalie, but no.
if you think about it, the original Godzilla would be an example. Nuclear weapons testing, mutating a lizard.
Yes. Yeah, he's
So,
right. He's right. He's right.
and to me, it seems like science fiction is such a great vehicle for storytelling. And whether you're telling stories about, the environment, whether you're telling stories about um, relationships or man's treatment of each other, eh, sci-fi is a great way to do that. What's that saying? The old BW movie Them,
Black and white movies, them.
same premise as Godzilla, but giant ants. A classic. I don't think I've ever seen Them. And a movie with giant ants would really freak me
Yeah,
out.
yeah, that would. If you can ride
If,
a bike and count to five, you can drive a stick.
I don't
Well,
know,
some people can't
Rick.
drive. Some people can't drive an automatic, Rick. Some people don't know how to drive an automatic.
But to
So,
me, is it like as far as driving a stick shift, like
okay,
um
well,
haven't been a driver for like over like 40 years.
you
I
never
don't know
drove
whether
this.
I could do it.
You never drove a stick.
I've never driven a
When
stick
I
shift.
I'm gonna drive down in June and I'll teach you. Um, but a stick. My first car that I bought for myself, a Hyundai, that was a stick. And when I drove to California, I drove a 4-speed stick out there. My stick now is 6 speeds and the reverse. It's just a matter of knowing when to switch gears. Um, and my car now is so electronic; it tells you when you should be switching gears. And usually, I like to do it like first you start off in first gear, you go to second, you automatically go to second gear. We get to like 20 miles an hour, 25, close to 30. You can
So
go to
now
third gear.
Does
Fourth
that
gear is around
burn
40 miles. Fifth gear is like 50 miles. And anything above that is sixth gear, which is,
so does that burn regular gas or do you
yeah,
oh, okay, so you regular unleaded gas.
yeah.
Well, see, my Prius, my hybrid, I can use like the economy gas, like the what is it, the 85 ethyl or whatever. So I'm trying to be even nicer to this environment. Although, you know what? Because I was contemplating this electric car thing, and I know in July I have to go to Louisville, Kentucky, and that's about 7 hours from here. So I'm going to drive, and
What do you got to go to Louisville, Kentucky for?
I'm to a conference. But in any case, uh, that that's in July, and it's only 7 hours. I could fly, but again,
I could come down
prices
and
airline prices are crazy,
yeah,
and
I could come down and drive you there with my stick.
my Prius will do it'll do the job. And actually, if I do get an EV, it'll probably be in December because I just made a car purchase for my parents at the end of last year. So I kind of need to give myself at least a year break before the next car purchase. But in any
This is
case,
this
Mhm.
how different we is. Cassie got him
But
a
here's the
car.
thing, though.
Cassie got him a car. I got him a blanket.
It is not a competition. Stop.
But
Anyway.
Scooby Life was from Kentucky.
Oh, cool. Now, how far is that from Louisville? And again, I'm
How do you
trying to think.
pronounce
I've
that? What
been
is
to
that?
Kentucky, but
What
it's
is that?
been,
Paducah?
gosh, I don't know,
Paducah?
like years ago, back when I was
Is
doing,
that Paducah? Paducah? Is that how you say that?
Paducah, Kentucky.
Paducah. Paducah?
Okay. mm. Steve is a little crazy on that one.
Steve,
Mimic. Uh,
I know things became legal this week in Jersey, but don't that doesn't mean you should do it.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to yeah, and again, I'm looking forward to the drive. I know my dad hates driving in the mountains, but I love it. Of course, my little Prius, it'll take me a minute to get there, but no worries.
I love driving to the mountains. Like
Um
when I come down to see you, I
but
love
see,
taking
here
things.
here is my quandary with the EV thing, and because my mom is saying don't buy an electric vehicle, wait till more people do it. But unless I buy one, how are more people going to do it?
Yeah, how
But
more
here's the
people?
thing, though. Um, if you're on the side of the road and you run out of gas in a gas car, somebody can bring you a can of gas. In an EV, are they going to bring you an hour's worth of sun? Like, what do you
That
do?
is true. That is true. You got to make sure you're totally like charged up.
What do you do? So that's the only thing.
Like, do
But
you sit there? You sit there in the
but
dark. Do you sit there in the dark and wait? Like,
in all the years I've been driving, how many times have I ever run out of gas on the side of the road?
well, no, the electric cars do use some gas.
I want all electric.
No, they have to use some type of
Oh,
gas.
Western Kentucky. All right. Cool. Pad, Pad, Paducah.
Paducah. Paducah.
Oh my God, there's actually
Paducah.
a movie. Okay, so we got two streams of thought here. Half of the chat is in Kentucky. The other half is, in movies about giant
My
ants.
giant ant, yeah. Paducah. Paducah.
Our whole stream
Paducah.
is like a Batman episode of Two-Face or
Yeah,
something. There's
yeah.
there's a lot
Paducah.
going on here.
I'm gonna be saying Paducah all night. Paducah.
Paducah. Oh
Paducah.
yeah.
Paducah.
Chicka,
Paducah.
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 Oh yeah. I don't know where that came from. We are really in a
Oh yeah.
uh
You're too
that's why I like
crazy.
hybrids. Yeah, so I might need to stick with my hybrid. And the one thing I really love about
Are
my
you
hybrid is that you don't hear it. And it's
you like
really freaky people who aren't used to it. Because I remember one time Michelle was in my car and and we're driving. She's like, I can't hear you. That's so weird. Is the car running? And at this point, from having the Saturn hybrid to now my Prius, I don't even think about it. It's just like,
yeah.
you know,
You know
in
what?
fact, when I hear my car, I'm like, okay, what's wrong? What's going on?
I actually went into the store and forgot my car was on because that's how quiet my Kia Soul is.
Your hamster car?
Okay. You know what?
Yeah. See,
It's not a hamster car.
and that's what I like too about like the EV vehicles because they have like the big like screen and so you can connect and for the most part and again some of the research I've been doing looking on the different websites about ordering and things is that you can plot out your trip. So if you are taking like let's say I'm coming um, from North Carolina to South Jersey, I would be able to plan out my trip to figure out which stations to stop at so that I can recharge. Although I was watching this video, MKHBD or whatever his name is, Marquise Brownlee, and they were doing this ride to compare gas versus two different EV cars. Of course, the gas car won, but part of the problem was the EVs had to like stop and sit for like 45 minutes to an hour to charge up, and then unfortunately because the technology isn't where we need it to be to really do what we need to be doing for the earth, that some of the charge stations weren't working, weren't up to par, weren't, um, able to charge the cars as fast. So we're still working on it. No electrics are straight electric. So I probably will need a little
Yeah,
gas.
you will need.
Yeah, we are off the
We
rails. I
were
don't
totally
know.
off the rails. It's oh yeah.
Ferris rails. Just Um, but one of the things I liked about the idea of the Ford F50 150 is that it could power your house for like 3 days if the power went out. If they had another like hurricane down here in North Carolina and we lost power for days on end, hook up the car and just let it go. You called your car a hamster car, Michael Shepard. Oh my God, Michael Shepard in the house. Love him. And guys, and I know it's hard for us over here on the East Coast, and as tired as I am on a Friday night, a couple nights I miss it, but I will go back and watch it. Boozing with gays. Michael Shepard and his husband, Hutch Foster, my former neighbors from Brooklyn. It's truly a funny show and a take on the week's news and events. And if
Boozy.
nothing else, you need to watch it just in case
I'm
we
gonna
get a
try to check it
glimpse
out.
of Candace Owen in the dumpster. Um,
I will try to check that out next week and see what I'm doing. But boozing, what are they usually drinking when they boozing with gays?
oh my God! Every week it's a different drink. I
Really?
can't keep up with the drinks because,
Mike,
like I said, I'm
have you
too
guys
old.
tried honey whiskey and ginger ale?
Honey, no, I mean, they actually do drinks like an old fashioned or a hurricane or like a
Well, I'm talking to honey whiskey and ginger ale. Like, come
well,
on.
what's that called?
It's called honey whiskey and ginger ale, damn it.
That's
Like, I
called
don't
poor people.
understand.
That's called you making up crap to get drunk, and that's just
No, it's
sad.
honey whiskey. No, it's okay. Do you guys do shots like kamikaze shots or yeah, just Michael, try it and name it something. Name it. Look. Name it the Kenny Walker.
Honey whiskey and what?
It's honey
Ginger
whiskey.
ale?
It's honey whiskey and ginger. I'm telling you.
Anyway. Listen.
I'm gonna check that show out because I want to see what they're drinking every week.
You can find them. Usually they're on
Shots.
Facebook.
I like this.
They're also on YouTube. Boozing with Gays.
I like this. Shots. We are not heathens. I'm a heathen, Mike. I'm a heathen.
I know. Look,
Don't put a Jaeger shot.
What are you expecting? My gays aren't going to do shots like the common people. Get out of here.
The gays do shots. The gays don't do shots. The gays don't do shots.
You keep that over there for the common folk. Anyway,
what?
Dude, we are so off track. It's 9:30.
What are they drinking?
Wrap it up.
What are they drinking? Cosmopolitan or something? I don't know. I thought everybody.
Go back to your ginger ale.
Ginger ale, honey whiskey, man,
and your malt liquor.
I don't know. And my malt liquor, like the common people, like what?
Put yourself in your little stick shift Kia.
Look, if Colt 45 is good for Billy D, it's good for everybody. I'm just saying.
Oh my God.
I'm saying, if Colt 45 is good for Billy D, it's good for everybody. Ripple.
We've lost it. We have lost all of it. You know what?
I can't.
We had purpose. We had direction. We wanted to talk about Earth Day. We wanted to celebrate Mother Earth. Talk about these movies that related to the world. And
my pull not Ripple.
My wish was always to be an only child. And so I thank you. I thank you for joining us tonight. Yeah. Okay. We gotta get out of here because we are losing it on all points.
I'm composed. Hold on a second.
So if you can tell just from the comments, y'all need to go and check out Friday nights. I think it's 8:30 on the West Coast, 11:30 on the East Coast, Boozing with Gays. But you guys have been hanging with the pop culture kids, Kathy and Kenny.
He
was adopted.
I probably was.
He was down in a little coffee can left out on the porch.
Tomorrow, I know it's church Sunday, but I'm gonna go out and buy me some Ripple.
All right. Guys, next week, who knows if we'll be here, if we'll be back, if we will be struck off of YouTube, Facebook, and all the social medias. But in any case, Pop Culture Kids, thank you so much for hanging out with us this Saturday night.
We will be back with Ripple.
Next Saturday.
We both have Ripple in our head.
We'll have some Ripple. We'll have a good time. We'll see you then. Have a great week. Love you. Mean
God
it.
God bless your soul and keep living. Peace.
Thank you for geeking out with Kathy and Kenny on Kathy and Kenny Explain Pop Culture.